Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do a general collective Aquarius season preview. It's been a while since I did a preview, for the season, but we are currently in Aquarius season. We have the sun in Aquarius, moon is in Aquarius, or excuse me, moon is in Pisces. We also have Mercury, Venus, and Pluto all in Aquarius as well. So this is, I wanted to come and do an Aquarius season preview. It is January 21st as I'm recording this. I was guided to start out with the charms. So we'll start out with the charms. And like I said, this is just a general reading, so it's not specific to any zodiac sign. And if you want to see where this energy may be playing out for you, take a look at whatever house Aquarius sits in for you. If I didn't already say, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid, and the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. And with that being said, we're gonna jump right on in and see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy regarding this Aquarius season. So what's going on, Spirit, as it pertains to this Aquarius energy for the collective? Yeah, that one. Two. I'm hearing three. So I'll start out with three. And let me get one more. Let's see what they are. Alright. I'm gonna pick this one up. But we have a starfish coming out, which is so for this energy of the sun in Pisces, or excuse me, sun in Aquarius, moon in Pisces. We then have, a swan coming out. And then we have a white circle. Huh. Okay, Spirit. I don't think I've had this starfish come out before, but it is fitting because, in traditional tarot, the star card is Aquarius energy. But with the moon being in Pisces, and Pisces being, mutable water, like this is like, and I guess I can say like a starfish being, part of the sea, a sea creature. It feels very fitting, but almost in a way where it's like a starfish is different. Like, they're showing me the starfish card out of my spirit animal oracle. making me want to get it out. Because it feels like very mystical. Like I can almost think of starfish as like unicorns of the sea to me. And with the swan here, the swan is an energy that normally represents grace. It can be looked at as like or representative of partners, but it's almost giving me like an air of elegance as well. And in the wild unknown spirit deck, the swan card in there, it speaks to the energy of mirroring. But with this, circle, I feel like something is complete, or something has completed or will complete, since this is an Aquarius, preview, season preview. But I can't help but feel like something has come full circle. It's almost like you embody this energy. Male or female doesn't matter, but it feels very feminine. It's like you're embodying the qualities of a starfish and a swan. And it's almost like, because they're showing me the swan just gliding on water, like, yeah, like the way you're moving through life it's in a way as if you're like whole and complete within yourself, and you're moving that way with all of your how do you say it? Eccentricities. But let me see if I can find the starfish card that they're showing me. Oh, bam. Okay. All right, so this is the card that I was seeing. And the starfish spirit, it says open to infinite possibilities. It's a 59. Let's see what the book says. Up and down the page. Okay. It says open to infinite possibilities. The oracle message. Stretched out on the beach, the starfish opens fully to the rays of the sun, to the power of potential. As you look outward, as you look out toward the horizon, do you open up to infinite possibilities? Spirit is the source of opportunities beyond your wildest imaginations and ensures endless possibilities are available. At this time, Starfish Spirit urges you to stretch past the limits of your everyday perception and comfort zone, to dream of bigger things and imagine with even greater hope and faith, for miraculous potential is shining down on you. Feel it, bask in it, and open yourself to be filled with inspiration. This is a very fortunate sign that the starfish spirit has come to remind you of your infinite potential. The protection message, which is for if this card comes out reverse, it says when cynicism says no, starfish spirit says yes 1,000 times over. Are you willing to entertain new possibilities? Are you limiting your goals in order to be realistic and cutting yourself off from the power of dreaming big? Let go of your rigid beliefs about what is possible for you, and let starfish spirit inspire you to open your heart and your eyes to what spirit has available to you. Now is the time to stretch beyond the familiar and unfurl yourself, for you are meant for more than you are imagining for yourself. Spirit wants the best for you and will support you in achieving whatever intention you hold dear. So, let me just put these back. Thank you, Spirit. For one, I'm also getting the energy of in the wild unknown spirit deck. The symbol, the all chemical symbol for spirit is this circle. So for some of you, it's almost as if it could also be like spirit in a way, like how can I say this? Because I can feel like spirit just surrounding you at this time. They're giving me the word ensuring, and ensuring, they're saying that you succeed. I like that, because it also makes me feel like with this circle, white symbolizes purity and innocence, and like I said, I feel that wholeness energy, but I also feel like still like you've either completed something, and yeah, I want to say you completed it. Something came full circle for you. Is the best way that I can say it. Yeah, that's just how it feels to me. I don't even know what deck to use. Because I'm almost feeling like a very playful energy for some of you. So we're going to go with the Prism Oracle. Like, I feel very vibrant, very lively. A lot of that energy that I'm feeling is coming off of this starfish. What's going on, Spirit? What do we need to know in regards to this energy for the collective as it pertains to Aquarius season? And what I'm hearing is the price went up. The price went up. I guess that's in like regards to access, or like the price went up. My guides are funny. Because they're saying like, yeah, like, you know how like when you go to an amusement park. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Thank you, Spirit. Because they're being ruthless right now. I'm sorry, y'all. Because it's not funny, but it's the way that they're giving this to me is hilarious. They're saying like, yeah, like, or yes. You know how like when you go to an amusement park and it's like you gotta be this tall, like you gotta be this tall to ride this ride. That's what they just said to me. So yeah, for some of you, this could be in regards to like you closing out a cycle of, by way of how you're moving, where like access is kind of denied to certain people, places, things, And for some of you, it's spirit. Like, nah, you. Like they said, the price went up in regards to your access. Like, it almost makes me feel like, yeah, you're not easily accessible. Whether that's to people, places or things that, may have been accessible to in the past, not anymore. But it's almost like the way that you're doing it, though. There's so much behind the starfish. Like, I can't even really grasp the words to really describe what I'm feeling off of the starfish. But it's almost just like Yeah, they're like, you know, I guess you can even say like a starfish is in a class of their own. Like I said, to me, the starfish is like the unicorn of the sea, even though, you know, like you can even consider a seahorse that way too, because they're just different. It's not something that you see, you know, every day, or like it's very rare and unique just in its being. And for some of you, that's, you know, the energy that you're holding, which is very Aquarian like. I like this. So let's see. What's going on, Spirit? And this swan is just like, you know, it's almost like you're giving off a very modest energy. Like you're not walking around like all puffed out, but you're not walking around like you have to be humble either. It's really like this starfish is just, you know, that energy of you just being who you are and being like, bam, here it is, here I am. And like because what they're showing me is like someone, you know, walking, like say on a busy street, but as you're walking, it's like people like just move out of your way. And it's almost because like your presence or your aura is like, it almost like people can feel it. So it's almost like, oh, let me get out your way. But not in a, you know, in a haughty or prideful type of way. You may even notice like, you know, if you are, you know, out walking around, like people, you know, even like it's giving me the sense of like them acknowledging you, like like in a respectful manner. Like I live in New York, and you know, like I've experienced that walking down the street where, you know, you just give somebody that head nod, like you got okay, you know, like it's like that. I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but in New York, you will definitely experience that. And I'm not, you know, I'm not in New York City, but I did grow up down in that area. Can I get one more? And it's just like the vibes out, like, I don't know. I can't explain it. You would have to know. Oh, all right. So, bottom of the deck, we have growth. And this is like really like what I said, especially if you're resonating as a feminine energy. Again, I will say male or female doesn't matter. Um, but yeah, this growth, this they're saying this sprouting within you. Yeah, ooh. Then up under that we have magic. Yeah. It's almost like God, I don't even have the words. Cause what they're telling me is like, yeah, you got the Midas touch. Mm. How can I say this, Spirit? Because you know, like it just feels like, you know, right now you could just be in a place where, you know, the I don't even know how to say this, y'all. I'm so sorry. Like this limited language is, it really is starting to become a problem. um because I don't like the word excess, because it's really not. But some of you could be in a space where there, you have like an excess of abundance. And I don't mean that physically, I mean that in a spiritual way. Like your spirit has almost expanded in a way, I'll say. And it's almost like coupled with this magic card, it's almost like, I guess like the best way I can say it is like you're a walking star. And I don't mean that as you like being a celebrity, but at the end of the day, like that's what we all are. We're all stars. Um, we're just, in this physical body. So that's what it makes me feel like saying, like you're like a walking star. And like that energy, like I had said with where I said, like, people are, maybe acknowledging you, giving you some type of acknowledgement towards your energy. With the surrender card, like I said, it's almost like it's not even that you surrendered anything, but it's almost like with the surrender and the stop here is giving is giving pause to people. If y'all know like what that means. Like I'm not saying that you don't, but I feel like I need to clarify that. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Thank you, Spirit. And I don't feel like this in a bad way, because I almost feel, okay, let me say this first, because um I had to look it up just to make sure like I meant what I said when I said giving pause. And it says giving pause means to cause someone to stop and think carefully about something, or to have doubts about a decision they are about to make. It often implies a moment of reflection before proceeding. And I feel like because some of you are in this energy, you're having this effect with like people you know and people that you don't know. And it's not in a bad way, like it's in a way like where you're making people think of, think before they react to you. Whether and it's like you don't even have to be doing anything. You could just be, minding your business. But it's, like I said, it's giving people pause. Like, do I, question how, they will approach you. Now, for some of you, I do feel like it may be, someone that you do know with the ghost card here. They say, yeah, the ghost of Christmas past. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. They're just being super funny today. But it's real shit. Like, so, but it's almost like if this is someone from your past viewing you and, a phase where, you've actually like completed or closed out a cycle, and you're like, because I feel like you're moving in a totally different direction than, people, or it could just be one person for some of you, but it's almost like you're making them, stop and think, or like in a way of taking notice. But if this is someone from your past with this ghost energy, it's almost like because you're in this energy, it's almost like, damn, like they're reconsidering possibly approaching you. And I can even almost feel like the Fool energy, like they want to, with the Faith card here, they want to take a leap of faith, but it's almost like with the space and isolation, like it's kind of like, yeah, I may just need to, leave this person alone, or not even try with space and isolation. But if that's the case for some of you, I feel like this person, because the isolation and the ghost card, they're drawing me to the colors. This person could have been in isolation. And it's almost like they're wanting to close the gap, because then after isolation, we have determination. Yeah. With the peace card. And it's almost like someone may, even want to come forward and, It's almost giving me like truce energy with determination and peace, like extend or bring forth an olive branch. But there's like almost like a fear of rejection. Huh. Spirit, what is this? Lord. And if this is someone, even if it's someone that you don't know, even if it's just a stranger, you know, you could, you know, have the energy like where they could, you know, want to approach, but also like, damn, it's almost like, well, if I step to this person, I gotta like they say, if you come in, come correct, and that's almost like what your energy is saying without you having to verbally say it. But can I get one for this starfish spirit? Why is this starfish here? Yeah, see, and you got people scared to even approach. Yeah, it's like like I said, it's like giving me that energy of let me just get out your way. Can I get another one for the starfish? Why this fear for the starfish? It's almost like they would they would have to conquer a fear in approaching you, because then we have success coming out. And then at the bottom we have intuition. Like, yeah, like I said, for some of you, this starfish energy is speaking volumes. If this is the energy you're embodying, like I said, if you come correct. Yeah, they know they can't come forth bringing, you know, nonsense with the surrender and the frustration. We like, it's almost like we know what we doing over here. We ain't trying to do something that we don't know how to do, or, you know. Ugh, this is crazy. Can I get one for the swan? Why is the swan here? And you know what they're showing me? Or they're like what I'm hearing. What's that movie? Is it The Master of Disguise? Where he says it just might work. Yeah, it's so crazy that it just might work. Yes, I was. Oh my God, go me, because I was right. The Master of Disguise. Um, because all I can do is I just see the guy's face. Dana Carvey, that's who it is. But that's what it is. Like, this is so crazy. So crazy. Can I get one for this swan? So whoever is thinking about approaching or wanting to approach, that's what this fear and success is that they're feeling. Like, it's crazy, but it just might work. Then we have the energy card coming out for the swan, and like I said, for some of you, this is the energy that you're embodying. You're embodying this swan and this starfish energy, but it's almost like the way that you're doing it, like it's bottom of the deck we have the death card. It is like you went through a transformation in a way, so like where you've learned how to harness this energy and like almost still move within it. Can I get another one for the swan? Yeah. Spirit just showing out now. We have the growth card. Yeah. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have hunger. Yeah, it's almost like for some of you being in this energy, it's been a you went through some type of transformation with that death energy at the bottom. But it's almost like, even so, like, it's making like whoever, whether it's one person or multiple people, like, it's making them want you like even more. But almost like with the sad, like, what do they call it? The Mike Jones effect. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all want me. And it's not even that you in that mindset, that mentality. You may not even be thinking that way, but that's why they call it the Mike Jones effect. And then we have balance coming out for, yep. I can't make this shit up if I try. Balance coming out for this circle energy. And it's like, yeah, there was an integration. Thank you, Spirit. You've completed some type of integration process with the balance and the death cards. Like, I don't even want to say like it's your shadow. I feel like it's just more of like, almost like getting to, like, you just like almost unlocked another side of yourself. Can I get one more to go with this white circle and balance, please? Because that balance is like the, the justice card. Where I always say, like, for me, justice is mental and physical balance, and temperance is emotional and spiritual balance. And it feels like you've achieved it, yeah. Yep. Because it's almost like you know, with the hunger card coming out here, you were, in a way, like, it's just balance could be something that you strive for with the hunger card. Because it, it gives you a sense of ease, a sense of peace with the rest at the bottom. What's up under that? Yep. Faith. I kind of want to read this hunger card. So it says, yellow is perhaps the most polarizing of all colors. It has been associated with the sun, gold, divinity, positivity, and self-esteem, and at the same time it correlates to illness and cowardice. Yellow is connected to the solar plexus energy center. This energy center sits over the stomach, which is often thought of as the second brain, and helps you control your moods and emotional needs beyond what our first brain, the one in our heads, tells us. It is also tied to the adrenal glands, which trigger the fight or flight response, resulting in anxiety. Yellow is a primary color and also a high visibility color. It is one of the colors that the human eye is most sensitive to, and as a result, is often used to signal safety or caution. So it says, if you draw mostly yellow cards in a reading, it may be a prompt to take a look at the duality of the situation. Yellow itself has many double and contradicted meanings. So how is that duality arising in your life? Are you perhaps in a single-minded state and not able to see other perspectives? It says, take a moment to look at the situation from all angles and then trust what feels right to you. So, because we do have the hunger. All right, so it says, this card is not about the bodily hunger for food, but a hunger for something more, a craving for something that you nourish your soul with. It signifies a deep wanting for something to fulfill you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Ask yourself, what are you hungry for? And yeah, like I said, for some of you, you're what you strive for, really, with hunger coming out with this balance and rest is like you strive for like peace and contentment just within yourself. And for some of you, you have achieved that, is what I'm feeling here. You have achieved it. So it's almost like so, you know, it's bringing me back to that reading that I did, and I titled it they thought your peace was an illusion. Because, you know, people don't, you know, a lot of people don't think that peace exists. But peace is something that you have to create for yourself. And it's almost like you did that because you're so at peace internally within yourself. It's almost like this is the result. For you with this energy and growth, and then for other people with the fear and success. Like, you know, it gives them pause, like I said. What tarot deck do I want for this spirit? I gotta get some new ones. Or at least I want some new ones. I don't have to get any more. I want some new ones though. Somebody's inner child is just like so happy. Like I can feel it. This could be you if you're resonating as a feminine energy. But I can feel it. Like it's like you're just so happy inside. And it's, you know, it can, if that's how you're feeling on the inside, it's gonna show on the outside. But you have like a sense of composure about you as well. What's going on, Spirit? We're just gonna go with a traditional tarot with keywords. What's going on, Spirit? As it pertains to this energy and spread for the collective regarding Aquarius season. This Aquarius season. What's going on, Spirit? Look at this. I just happened to see it as I was cutting the cards. Can I get one more? So, bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, which it says wish fulfilled, satisfaction, abundance, comfort, happiness, counting your blessings, luxury, generosity, and being proud. Yeah, and I feel like I just said, this is something like you've attained like this inner I can't even say it. Satiation for yourself. Up under that we have the Tower. And then we have the Three of Cups and the Empress. Now for some of you, this is all your energy, where like it's like this Nine of Cups energy via the Tower is almost being like exacerbated. Like, so it's not a bad tower, it's just almost like I said, however you're feeling on the inside, it's coming out of you to the outside. And that's how like you want to. And it's almost, again, like with the Three of Cups, like it can be like how can you say, like infectious to others. Because the Three of Cups is normally like a group energy, but it's almost making people want to like align with you. Definitely it could be someone from your past, because then here you are as this Empress. which encapsulates all of this energy. This is that growth in this energy card here. And I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, this is someone that wants to come over. Oh, Lord. Somebody may want to come over. But this is like the energy of someone, whether it's just one person or multiple people, who wants to come, forward as the Knight of Pentacles and, communicate some type of truth to you. But like I said, there's a fear of rejection. So it's almost like here's the pause that they're in. Because it's almost like I said, they know they will have to, do a whole lot of work. And again, it's not saying that you will require it, but they know they got to be down. They know what it requires. But a knight to an empress, But it's because of that, the Knight of Pentacles can often carry an air of hesitancy because he's the slowest knight in the deck. So it's a knight that, makes moves based on certainty in a way. Or at least I'll say they like to have a level of certainty in whatever they choose to invest that pentacle in. But can I get one for fear, success? And the starfish. So we have the Page of Cups coming out. It says romantic visitor or message, a creative new beginning, a surprise. And this just feels like, someone, coming forth and wanting to express something to you. Like I felt already. Look, yeah. Definitely a masculine energy with the Page of Cups and the King of Swords. They want to come forward and express something. It could be, a possible reconciliation if this is someone from your past. But it could also be like the energy of wanting to come together. Yeah, this is definitely someone from your past. Up under that, we have the Six of Cups. But this is someone that wants to even, foster possibly some type of emotional exchange. But there's fear. Here's the fear. And the fear could be either there's a fear of being controlled, or fearing that coming forward they would, be this devil magician energy in a way where they're fearful that they'll create this is like someone who's afraid to create a toxic, attachment. Because it's almost like that's what they've been creating as the magician. They're like, I can't do it no more. Which I can give this person some credit, whoever it is. They don't want anything that's going to, in a way keep them limited or feeling small. But it's almost like... or restricted, or I don't know, because I can almost feel it in a way where this ain't just gonna be no free-for-all either. You're not just gonna come into my life thinking you're gonna do whatever you want. Nah, there has to be some type of order and, structure, and there has to be some boundaries. You can't just No relationship can be without boundaries, because that's what makes it toxic. Let me get another one. Can I get one for the Page of Cups? Why the Page of Cups, Spirit? Why the Page of Cups? Because it's almost like this masculine energy, like they want to be, soft. That they could be kind of, authoritarian, just, by nature. Can I get one for the Page of Cups, please? So then we have the Two of Wands. And this is just more reiterating them being at this crossroads of, how to approach you, what to say, how to say it, what even to say. That can, get this wheel moving. Can I get one for the King of Swords? Too many. King of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. And it's because, like, they know. They like, whoever this is, it's like they're almost struggling with coming forward as, even lightly, coming through as like a Page of Cups, because you're a Queen of Cups. So it's almost like you would be like, you would be able to decipher as the Queen of Cups if this person is, genuine and sincere. Because you're the, the Queen of Cups. You've mastered your emotions as a feminine energy. And then we have the Death card at the bottom. And you'll be able to, if this is someone from your past, you'll be able to tell by what they say if they've changed. That's why the Death card is here. And you have. And they could even be, trying to inquire if you still feel the same way about them, if this is a someone from your past. Can I get one for the Two of Wands? Yeah, and see, we have the Ten of Wands. So there's the Eight of Wands in between, which is communication. Or just, it's communication. It could be travel. But what I heard when the Ten of Wands popped out, mixed with this Ace of Swords at the bottom, is the burden of truth. This is what this person has almost been carrying around. And it's really like, again, like I said, their fear of being rejected. That's the burden. But it's only a burden because for some of you, this person could have rejected you. And now, like, you can't do something and then be afraid to receive it on the other side. I'm sorry. It don't work like that. Because there's clarity here with the Ace of Swords and the Four of Cups. You're like, yeah, this person could have possibly rejected you. Yeah, you got to be able to take what you dish out. Can't be out here playing around. Can I get one for this energy and growth with the Swan? Oh, oh. Excuse me. There you are. Like I said, it's how you're moving in this Swan energy, balanced as the Chariot, centered, focused, determined, with integrity, morality in place. You're moving forward, and look at what you're headed towards. The Ace of Pentacles. You moving towards, where, in a direction, like wherever life is taking you, you're headed towards opportunities. I'll get another one now. Like I said, here we have the Five of Cups. And this is that energy of anybody, like this could even be like someone who could perceive you as someone who left them behind. Because that's, the Five of Cups is, like crying over spilled milk. Yeah, this person definitely rejected you in the past. Look at this. Look at. Whatever you're doing or whatever you've done, it is on full display this Aquarius season. Like, it can be denied. The growth, the love of yourself, how you're carrying yourself, all of it. It's like you got people like it's almost embarrassing. Whether this was one person or if this was multiple people that had, that could have rejected you. For, for it doesn't matter what the reason is, but because they're saying for the stone that the builders rejected, it became the chief cornerstone. That's the energy that I'm feeling right now. Damn. Because it's like, if this person rejected the Ace of Cups that you offered, you decided to transmute that energy and put it back into yourself as the Queen of Pentacles. And then it's almost like, yeah, you, in doing so, you embody the Queen of Swords energy, where you're like you're in charge of who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. And you don't have no problem communicating or establishing the boundaries, whatever the case may be. Letting people know what it takes to, like they said, to access you. Yeah. And holding that boundary. Can I get one more for this Chariot and Five of Cups? The Chariot and the Five of Cups. So now whoever is in this energy, they feel shut out. For some of them, they don't want to face what they could have possibly done. Or they just don't want to, look at the truth of their actions with the 8 and the 7 of Swords, because in between is that Ace of Swords. Can I get one more, please? Because it's almost like, yeah, you broke free. And then we have the King of Wands. So it's definitely a masculine energy. Masculine fire energy. This person could have withheld from you. And they withheld and you withdrew your energy. You walked away with the 8 of Cups. Because who got time for, like, Give me one more for this Eight of Swords, King of Wands, and then we're moving on. Like, I ain't got the time. Like, I don't know what people be thinking. Like, what you think people gonna sit around and wait around for you until you ready to... Nah, It do not work like that. Yep, foolish. And I said I felt that fool energy. Yeah, someone's looking at how they were a fool. Where they should have been reciprocal, they withheld. With the Six of Pentacles here. Now, for some of you, if this is someone that you don't know, and it could just be like a masculine energy observing you, it's almost like, and I can see it all over this thing. They're still afraid of being rejected because they don't know if, or, you know, however they approach you, they're just afraid that, you know, it's not going to work, because it's almost like you have enough self-love to the point where, as this Queen of Cups, like I said, you would be able to, you know, decipher if they're being, you know, genuine and true to themselves and communicate, and whatever it is that they communicate to you. And it's almost like, because of you being in this energy that you're in, embodying this swan energy, you're showing up very powerfully as the Chariot. And this person can see, like, you, like, it's kind of like an energy of, you don't let things hold you back. You don't, like, it's almost like you've broke free of any limited beliefs and mindsets and mentalities. Like, you're not stuck or caught up in your own head. And it's almost like with the Five of Cups, you ain't worried about anything of your past either. That, you know, if whatever happened, like, you don't dwell, or you're not dwelling with the Five of Cups. You've moved past it. So in a way, that's kind of making this person want to take action towards you even more, as the King of Wands and the Fool. And, like, almost, they want to, look, they want to reciprocate. And they want to communicate and come forward. Because here's the Eight of Wands that was over here between this 10 and the 2. And for some of you, if this is the old person, what they withheld from you was communication. So that's why it's the burden over here. They was giving it freely out to everybody else, but for you, they withheld it. And it's like, well, goddamn, why did, like, But they did it purposely. Like, can I get one for this balance and hunger with this white circle? Yeah. So we have the Sun. And like I said, this is just saying, like I said before, the energy that you're in is being fully seen for what it is with this Sun here. It's showing on the outside. And like I said, you got people, you know, wanting to come and, like, bask in this light with you. It's almost giving me the energy too, like, if this was someone from your past, they, like, you got what they were expecting. They were expecting to be in this Sun energy. Now they want it. Because without, like, they're out of balance. Because the Three of Wands is like an energy of waiting on your ships to come in. Or, like I said, this person could just be, you know, observing you from a distance, seeing you in this energy and wanting to, you know, reconcile with the Temperance card here. Their need, like, it's almost like it's a drought wherever they're at. Yeah, then we have the Knight of Swords coming out. Yeah, and this person could have intentionally tried to, like, for some of you, not all of you, this person could have tried to put, stop this from happening for you. But that's for some of you, not all of you. Like, this person was intent on, trying to combat this sun energy, trying to keep you out of balance. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like they're realizing it didn't work, so they gave up trying. With the Eight of Cups. But for some of you, this is this person wanting to, like, take some type of action, or take the action to be brave and courage and just put this out there. Whatever it is. Let's see. They've been thinking about it with the Seven of Pentacles. Can I get one for the Knight of Swords? What's this Knight of Swords saying? We got the King of Cups. So this, what they're wanting to say is what they've been holding in. What they've been hesitant to, share. What they've been feeling emotionally with the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. But this is almost like coming from someone, like this person, if this is a, a past person, like what they've always felt. This could be someone that, could have acted like they didn't feel nothing. Like, or like they weren't emotionally affected or had no emotion towards you when they had a whole lot. But it's just like, And if this is someone that you don't know, they've just had, what they've been feeling on reserve. Because like I said, they don't move out here like foolishly. They take their time. This person is very patient as a Knight of Pentacles because they're interested in building and wanting to, create something long lasting. I respect this if this is a stranger. Or like, and it may not even be a stranger. It just may be someone you don't know. You're on their radar. In a good way. Give me one more for the King of Cups and then we'll grab the guidance and advice. Whoa. Too many, Spirit. Can I get one more for the King of Cups? Yeah. And see, it's like they want to make an investment. The Ace of Pentacles. And like I said, for some of you, this is that energy of, if this is, someone from your past, it's almost like they want to offer up a clean slate. But they're just indecisive. Can I get one more? Oh. For some of you, this is I was just getting ready to say, this could be an offer of, someone finally wanting to make an offer of commitment. But knowing that, with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, that it's gonna, like, I almost feel like it's gonna change how this person, how can I say this, Spirit? Because I almost felt a little bit with the Two of Pentacles. This person needs to give up one thing for another. And it almost feels that way. Like this person is going to have to give up this wanting to be like the life of the party. You know, they may have to change their, you know, social circle. Because I almost feel like that's what Spirit is showing them. Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like playtime is over. Because the Three of Cups can also be a card of like, you know, people just wanting to have fun. And it's like, I can feel like there's almost like a conflict. What is this conflict I'm feeling between this Ace of Pentacles and Nine of Cups? Because I feel like this is how this masculine is looking at it. Like if they... How can I say this? If they... It's almost like to this person, like love and... I guess the best way I could say it, like love and money can't coincide. But it's almost like this person is looking for the perspective, like, even if it's just in regards to a career, this person chooses their career, you know, their area of love. They compromise or sacrifice. That's how they see it. But I can say, like, for me, if you choose love, the money comes with it. You know, like, it's the water, like, it's always the water first. The feeling is what creates the foundation. And then that, you know, it's how things grow. Nothing grows without water. But let me see. Let me just see. What is this conflict that I'm feeling between this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups for this masculine? Yeah, like I said, this person feels like one suffers for the other with the Seven of Wands here. And this person would rather, you know, defend the material over the emotional. Can I get one more, please? So then we have Judgment in the Tower. Yeah, because it's almost like this person is realizing with Judgment, like that previous judgment of this mentality for this person, it's being broken down. Like it's being dismantled via the Tower. That it's like an old way of thinking or of doing relationships, or, you know, any type of relationship. Like you don't go into it based off of, it almost makes you say what you have is based off of who you are and like how you feel, not what you can provide, not what you can, like, that don't have nothing to do with it. And then as I say that, up under that is the conflict I was feeling from the 9 to the 5 of Wands. This is the way they've always done things. So, you know, it's almost like, well, you know, that's how they expect things to go, but not realizing that this is what keeps them from balance. From the 9 to the 5 is the 4 of Wands, and in conflict. And then feeling, you know, left out, abandoned, alone, not knowing what to do, how to handle shit. Like, I want to see where the Four of Wands is. So the Four of Wands is in between the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups. And this is this is crazy that it's in between like this, because the Seven of Wands could be looked at as, you know, actions or things done in the past that weren't of the best intent. This person could actually like run from stability, but they end up hitting, you know, it's almost like for this person, like when things are too good, they have to like find a way to mess it up. But with the Four of Wands being, you know, ultimately what, you know, they're missing, quote unquote, it requires this Eight of Pentacles. You have to do the work. Like, or this could be someone that would like there is no shortcuts. Doing the work is the shortcut, is what it makes me want to say. Like, not for nothing. And I just, you know, like, I don't even know when, but I just screenshotted, or at least I seen in my phone the screenshot of what I just said. Doing the work is the shortcut. There's no escaping it. Wow. So let me grab the guidance and advice. What's the guidance and advice, Spirit, as it pertains to this energy and spread for the collective in this Aquarius season? Look at this. And what is it in the Moonology deck? Oh, what is it called? Is it the new moon? Or no, it might be the new moon in Aquarius card, and it says give love or pour love into the situation. Hold on. That's the full moon. I think it's the new moon in Aquarius. Yep, bring love into the situation. Look at that. New moon in Aquarius. So this could possibly take place around the new moon for some of you. And can I get one? Whoa. For this love as the guidance and advice. I just heard expect a message. I don't know how it's gonna come, whether it's like a phone call or a text message. Expect a message. That's for somebody out here. All right. So it says, pink is frequently associated with love, sweetness, nurturing, and compassion. Pink roses are often associated with affection and gratitude. And in astrology, pink is aligned with the planet Venus, which rules over aesthetics and love. Rose quartz, a popular crystal known for its for its light pink hue, is said to be useful for connecting to matters of the heart and boosting feelings of self-love. Brighter shades of pink, like magenta and fuchsia, convey a sense of excitement, while lighter shades of pink are often used to bring feelings of relaxation into an environment. And it says, pink cards in a reading. A common theme among the pink cards in this deck is tenderness and love, which are what you're working with if you draw mostly pink cards. Love and tenderness, either for yourself or another, are really all about approaching things with a sense of gentleness and sensitivity. How can you be more kind to yourself and others? How can you approach life with compassion and an open and soft heart? So it says for the love card, when this card arises, it's a sign to notice the love that exists in your life, whether as platonic, romantic, or familial love, or even an intense interest. Where and how is love manifesting in your life, and how can you embrace it? Ooh. And then let's see what we got. Oh, and what did I say, y'all? Before I even knew what this card was. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication. It says fast movement, progress, action, sudden changes, activities, visitors, unexpected news, air, travel, arrows of love, success assured. And I said what? Expect a message. Wow. Yeah, this could be coming from somebody that is just not in a good place right now. At the bottom of the deck, we have anger, frustration, and sadness. And whoever it is, this is all they're looking for. Look. Who sang that song? Al Green, Love and Happiness. That's what I'm hearing. Because what does he say? He says, something that can make you do wrong and make you do right. Now I gotta listen to that song. But anyway, y'all, this is the Aquarius season preview. What's at the bottom of the tarot deck? Look, the Page of Wands, and that's a message too. I don't know, it's almost making me feel like with this energy at the bottom, like, I don't know if someone is crying, like, because I'm feeling that now too, because they're so upset, like either something isn't working, it didn't work out, there's a lot of sadness and regret. What is this energy, Spirit? This anger, this frustration and sadness, what is this? I mean, I would be mad too, like, you know, like, but this is why you don't go around doing this to people or acting this way, like, what is this anger, frustration, and sadness? Or who is it? What or who is it, Spirit? Or what can you tell me about it? Anger, frustration, and sadness. Yeah, oh. Yeah, this is someone that is just like, they feel shut out, they feel abandoned. Someone who feels like they missed an opportunity and now they just don't know what to do. With the Two of Pentacles, oh. Too many. Can I get one more to go with this Five of Pentacles? Yeah. And there you are. Yeah. Someone that you're separated from, and you're in this energy now. Like I said, you're a walking star. And this is someone that could be, that you're separated from. This message. You know, the star is a card of healing as well. And if this is someone that you don't know, I doubt that they would reach out to you in this energy. But they could be going through this on their end. You know, could have went through this. You know, went through a similar situation. This Three of Swords fell on the floor. And it's almost like, give me one for the Star. We have the Hierophant. It's almost like this will be someone who basically just did the same thing that you did. So it's almost like this is, you know, spirit guiding you together with the Hierophant. There could be like trust issues on both sides, if that's the case, if this is someone that you don't know. But it's not even that it's trust issues, it's just like you've been through some shit. It's okay. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Because it feels like whatever options you both have, like it's murky out here in the dating world. Like it's real murky. That's why, you know, I ain't messing with it. But it's almost like if this is a past person that you know, it's almost like spirit is guiding them to you because they've exhausted all other options with this Hierophant and the Seven of Cups. But if this is someone that you don't know, they've been going through this. And it's almost like you're the option that, you know, there's like, there's almost like I said, I'm almost getting like a sense of ease. Where like you're the most valuable options, because I feel like that dating shit is dry out here. Like it's nasty, it's dry. It's just not. Especially if this has something to do with dating. Whether it's dating or not, it's just people just ain't right today. But anyway, y'all, that's the reading. Like, don't nobody know how to be a friend. It's real murky out here. So always exercise caution, but. That's just what I feel. No matter the caliber of relationship, it's looking real murky. But that's not to say, like, you know, there ain't somebody out there for you in whatever capacity you may be looking or interested in. Or even if you're not looking, whatever, you know, you don't know. People cross your paths for all different types of reasons. But as always, y'all, that was just a collective Aquarius season preview. I definitely hope, you know, it resonated for you, and if not, it just wasn't your story, and that's fine. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their week, and I will see you all on the next one. All right, later.